And welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board. That song is over. and of course, right on cue, Etna is erupting a little bit more. I love it. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And this is the VolcanoX live stream. And I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And of course, what we have on the screen is Mount Etna as it is erupting. And yes, indeed, it is live. It is 21:55, roughly there, 21:56 maybe, and within 30 seconds anyway. So we're doing pretty good. First off, welcome to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and if Joseph is there, Joseph Feels Official, hiding in the background perhaps, amongst others. We sometimes have other nice, good moderators in the background as well. So anyway, welcome all of you moderators. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here. And big thanks to Piggy for always getting those bacon seeds in. And also big thanks to, of course, Arizona Snowman for always being here. So great stuff, and thank you. All right, we're going to get at things right after I say hi to everyone. And we do have a whole bunch of people in here already. And I can't remember who the heck was first. Was that Yvonne Kunkel? I think Yvonne was first today, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll give Yvonne some cookies. Yeah, you know, he can't. He's not allowed to have cookies. He's on a diet. No. Moderators don't count, Yvonne. It has to be one of the members of the public, because they have inside knowledge as to when the stream is going to start. Sometimes. But yeah, we're okay, fine. And we'll give here. We'll do it this way. All right. One cookie for the one stack of cookies for the snowman. There we go. Yeah. Well, hey, all you got to do is ask, Piggy. Where? Yeah. All you got to do is ask. Oh, I'm trying not to laugh here. It's okay. It's all fun. No ice cream, no cookies, no piggies. What? We're gonna have ice cream, and we're gonna have cookies, and we're gonna have everything else, and we're all good. Speaking of cookies, I don't know if that ship got there yet. Hang on, let me double check. Where is it? Sakurajima, where are you? Yep, you can run down. The boat's in right now. We confirmed it. I can see the boat. It's there, right there. Get down to the dock. You can have ice cream. They're open, and it's all good, you guys. Okay, back to where we were. Welcome to everyone in the stream today. I'm glad to have you on board. It is a Sunday, of course, on May 22nd of our 2022, and we are watching Mount Etna continue to erupt. Unfortunately, they don't have the cameras pointed in the quite right direction there, or zoomed in on the right spot to be able to see that wonderful lava flow, and I wish they would. That would really, really be awesome. They have the cameras, just not pointing them in the right direction. But nonetheless, we do see a beautiful Strombolian style action happening from Mount Etna, and it is indeed a beautiful thing. Welcome to everyone in here, and I am going to run through the names and say hi to all of you real quick. We'll start with Susie is here. Berger also made it in. Lisa P. Frampton, B. Matt, Hermione, on Passive Belgium, welcome back. And Yvonne Kunkel, of course, is here. Sharon Stewart, and going up some more. Mars 2028, Alba Girl, Kevin Haynes, Sue Hayes. We got Suzette already, or Susie. Johnny Bailey, or John Bailey, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Trev is back. Good to have you here. Going up a little bit more, trying to spot names in between things. Did I say Alba Girl? Yeah, I did. Old Mummy of Hamsters is here. Sharon Stewart, I think I already said your name. Lisa P. Frampton, I think I also said your name already. And same with Old Mummy of Hamsters. Repeats, and it's almost like Echo the Bot is here, but he isn't yet. And no worries. Wormhand, welcome. Sherry Hewitt also in here. Welcome. Adele, good to have you back on board. And let's see, who else do we have in between here? I need to get further back from the screen. My arms aren't long enough. And let's see, Garabandal is in the house. Kevin Haynes is here. And I think that's just about it for what I see for names. Oh, Daryl R. Welcome, Daryl. Glad to have you on board. And looking a little bit more here to see. Tom Dice, of course, is here. Good to have you on board, Tom. And going up a little bit more to see if I missed any other names. I'm just about at the top. I do have Irish Monk in there and One Fish, if I didn't mention those two wonderful people. And One Fish, watch out, Irish Monk goes fishing a lot. Let's see, what else we got in here? Who else? Going up. And by the way, thank you for renewing One Fish. I do appreciate that. And we're all the way to the top, and the only one at the top I see is Lisa P. Frampton, which I already mentioned. So great stuff, and went all the way back down to the bottom to see who else I missed there. MT Coalforge, Metal Omi 54, welcome. Glad to have both of you here. And let's see. Piggy. What was said? Piggy, I don't think that was right. Oh, okay. Alright, oh, you unhit him. Okay, I see what you did there. Alright, it was probably a boo-boo. Pamela Moncure also here. Welcome. Sharon P. also in the house. No worries. And trying to figure out. I'm just looking at the chat here, trying to figure out, what the heck is going on here? I figured something happened by accident there. So Poppet is at it again. I bet you it's probably Poppet. It's either that or what? Really? Darn cat? Did the cat really do that again? My God. The cat's taken over. I explained, Dr. Fox. Oh, I didn't see that, Piggy. I'm sorry. But I'll have to go look. See, silly cat bopped my arm. Oh, it was an arm bop. Aha. Okay, Poppet attack. No wonder. All right. It's all good. Just a couple of bruises there. Mars 2028, you're still okay. Only got hurt a little bit, and you're back in, I hope. And that should be okay. Things happen sometimes. These are little boo-boos, but it's all good. Yeah, darn cat. I don't know about that Poppet. It's trying to get people in trouble. Anyway, we do see our wonderful Etna doing its thing. I did get a little bit of video footage from earlier today. I just kind of did the 4 channel split thing here just to show you what it was like. A little bit of a time lapse, not very long, 2 minutes for I guess about a half an hour's worth or something, just to show you what it was like. And this is kind of the status quo for the day. It was puffing, doing its thing. At certain intervals it was a little quieter, but it seems that in the evening it's somewhat picked up from the main vent as far as what we could see, a lot more lava and stuff like that. And that's kind of where it's at. But that's kind of what I figured, well, we'll watch it and see what happens. You can see some of those. What the heck was that? Oh, hey, we had fireworks in the foreground. I didn't even know I caught that. That was cool. Oh, I should go back and see if I can find those fireworks. That'd be awesome. Okay, anyway, this is kind of what we were seeing there, and that was kind of how it is continuing to perform right now. From what I understand, it looks like Etna is really on a gradual increase in activity, and I'm not sure where it's going to stop, but that's what it seems like to me. I may be a little bit wrong with that, but that is what it does look like. Hopefully it will continue to do what it's doing. We do like it. And hopefully they can get the cameras pointed at the lava sometime, because that would really, really be awesome and cool. Okay, and yep, the ship still hasn't left the harbor. You guys are still okay to get that ice cream, and I am going to shut that video off so we get back to regular viewing here. I'm also going to turn that banner off. I guess we don't really need that. And down on the bottom here you can see, oh, my mouse isn't showing. We'll fix that. There we go. Show the mouse. So down here you can see that lava. Unfortunately they've got the camera turned. They could actually turn it a bunch and get that whole lava stream in there and still have a nice picture. So I'm not sure why they're off-centering the whole thing here. Doesn't make sense. Center would be somewhere around here, and that's certainly not where the vent is. But hey, I'm not the guy controlling the camera, you guys, so that's what we're getting. Anyhow, we'll do our thing. We do appreciate what they've done, though. We can see some of that wonderful lava. All right, I want to take things over. First, we'll go to the Azores real quick before we lose light there, and then we'll pop over to Iceland. We'll make the Azores trip real quick. You can barely make out where our wonderful volcano is on Pico Island, which is, hang on, I got to get on the right cameras here. Nope, there. We'll try this one. You can just barely see it peeking through the top there of the clouds, and that is Mount Montana, and that is over on Pico Island. Of course, this is one of the harbors, and I'm not sure, but I think the cove is just down the way here a little bit. We'll get to the next one. There's that cove and the big rock, and what I always look for down here to see how much the waves are splashing, how much white water we're getting. It isn't too bad today. The seas are relatively calm. And this is the other harbor further south, or sorry, east, and that is what we're seeing there, along with the bus and everything else. So not a worry there. And real quick to the earthquakes, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 indicated on their map here, and that isn't so bad. So this guy here, 1.6, and you can see where that is located, 5:52 a.m. Then we had this 2.4 a little bit more northwestish, and that was at 7:51 a.m. Yeah, and this was at 2:57 p.m. for that 1.5, and then an additional 1.7 that happened at 19:43. And again, those are all in that same area, and it doesn't surprise me that it's happening there, which is all cool. We don't mind it doing its thing. Let's have a quick look at the other map. Going back up here, I did try to refresh it earlier. I'm going to just do a quick refresh on it now and make that map bigger. There we go, and zoom in a little bit. Hopefully, there we go. And they are showing actually five earthquakes. Maybe we're missing one. One is older than 12 hours, 15 hours ago, 27 minutes. So 1.7, 1.6, 1.5, 2.7, and a 1.6. So yeah, they got an extra earthquake on there, but you see where they are. And again, roughly the same place. Actually, this one's migrated a little bit further to the west. This is interesting, and hopefully, well, if they get something, you know, if it pops in offshore here somewhere, that would be all right too, I guess, for the most part. Let's just have a quick look and see here. And yeah, they consider them all on there. 2.7, definitely right there. Depth 11 kilometers on that one. They don't indicate a depth on the other three. So those are surface quakes. If we go to that, close that, will it? No, I won't do it. Every time I do that. Anyway, there you go, 1, 2, 3, and this guy. So still not seeing that magma rise that we needed to, and that is unfortunate, but that's the way it kind of goes. Anyway, I'll leave that back here. That is the Azores real quick, and that way we know there's nothing major going on there. Don't have to worry about anything, and it's all cool. Okay, since the Azores are doing what they're doing, let's go back over to Iceland, since we're already in the Atlantic Ocean. Might as well just float up to Iceland and have a quick peek. Of course, what's on the screen there is an older picture of Ragnar, unfortunately, because we don't have a newer one, and they've basically cut out those cameras that had this view, unfortunately. And this is one of the other shots, Not Haggy Valley. You can kind of see the valley in that shot. A little bit steamy there and stuff, but let's see. Yeah, it's hard to see with the sun in certain places, but that's kind of what we're seeing there. Not a heck of a lot has changed. Of course, you see the valley. You see where the lava flow came down into Not Haggy from basically 4 points here. So it looks pretty cool. But nothing has changed. Nothing has gone weird. It's still there. I'm not going to worry about it for right now. But let's go over the harmonic tremor chart and take a look and see what we've got there. And this is somewhat interesting today. And as we can see, we've got one that went right off the chart here, and one that was close, and one in between. So we've got a bunch of earthquakes happening, and again, I'm not sure exactly where those are, but I want to refresh that. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. No, we didn't miss anything. I just had it refreshed just a little bit ago anyway. Looks pretty good as far as what we're seeing. Gonna go down to Grindavik chart and take a look at Grindavik and see how much different that looks. There's Grindavik, and those quakes right off the scale. So Those must have been very close to Grindavik for sure, at least these 2 or 3 here. These guys are about the same height on the other one, so they may have been a little bit more in between. What Kermit is a prune? He shut a front door but let patio window. What? Patio window open. Huh? Ah, of course. Why not? Oh, isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Did you tell him to close everything, Piggy, or did you just tell him to close the door? Gotta be idealistic in instructions. I don't like idea, Dr. Fox. You don't like the idea? This over here, I don't like this. This is pretty nasty. So one is a little closer to Grindavik. Let's have a look at the map, and that will tell us a whole bunch as to where the earthquakes are. And I personally don't like where the earthquakes are. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are in a bad location where these newer quakes came from. Anyway, let's just have a peek up in the top end here. There's a bunch of little tiny stuff. I'm not really going to worry too much about them. Just want to get a kind of a depth on some of them. 5.2 kilometers on that one from yesterday, and I'm not going to worry about him. Where's the other ones here? A couple new 1.1s here. And this one again from yesterday at 17:33, and this one here also from yesterday at 17:29. And I'm really not too concerned about those. They probably aren't going to do much. I'm more interested in Astja, to take a look around Astja. We don't see anything at all, and that is a little bit disappointing. I don't see anything out here at Bardabunga or Grimsvatn, or here at Ketla. Oh, hang on, Ketla did show up, 1.6, and that little guy is 1.1 kilometers down, so it could be in the ice, and 1.6 in magnitude from 1151, and that is definitely in the ice field, so could very well be ice. Ice movement. Where's the other one here? There's another one in this area. I seen it. There it is. And that is just a little one down here at Holt. Yep. Holt is 9.2 kilometers down, a 1.3 magnitude from yesterday at 1741. And let's see, what else do we have going towards our peninsula? And we don't see anything else out here, and everything else seems to be concentrated right down here. We'll take a look at those right away. I don't like where they're located, but I'm gonna just take a look at the stuff offshore here first, and kind of get an idea of what the depth is. This 2.3 from yesterday, not going to worry about them. 9.2 clicks down for that one. Also yesterday's, and this is also, no, today's 1.7, 7.9 kilometers down for that one at 9:51 a.m. And then we have some closer to shore. Again, yesterday's probably all of them. That one is, yep. And this one here, come on, you can do it. There, maybe that'll work. No, brand new one, 1338, 5.7 kilometers down. That seems to be a convenient depth for them. 1345, 6.4 kilometers down. And this guy here at 5:10 a.m., 4.4 kilometers down. So varying depths. We do have a 1.5 right here from today, 4:35 a.m., 1.5 in magnitude, and 5.4 kilometers down, very close to that power plant there. And let's see where these other ones are. We got this 1.2, that's I think from yesterday. No, today 1:12 a.m. 4.6 kilometers down, 1.2 in definite depth. Let's see. Oh boy, where do we start? How about the closest to town? We'll take a look at that. 3.6 kilometers down, and this is getting shallow. Okay, I'm not liking that. 2.8 kilometers down, 6:17 for that 1.5. The 1.0, 4:23 a.m., 2.4 kilometers down, and this is 2.2 kilometers down for that 1.1 from yesterday, 18:30. So getting closer. 2.8, 4:26 a.m. The 2.7 here, 3.9 kilometers down, a little bit further down. So these are very, very close to town, guys. The radio towers are right there. There's one of them. I don't see the other one. I think we're over top of it with everything else. But that is looking not nice. These guys out here, 4:04 a.m., 4.2 kilometers down for that 2.7. This 3.6, 4.5 kilometers down, and 3:57 a.m. Looking at the 3.5 here, 3:53 a.m., 4.8 kilometers down. So we are seeing some shallower quakes, and definitely makes me worry for the area. I wish everything would move to the west a little bit. That would really, really be good, but it is not looking very good for Grindavik if this continues. And I'm not going to be a fearmonger or anything like this, but I think they should be prepared. Speaking of Iceland, I did see Yona come in here, and I didn't say hi to Yona. Also, Spooky Avocado is here. Welcome, you guys. And let's see. Did I miss anyone else? Again, if I didn't mention your name, I'm not trying to be rude, so please understand that. Sometimes I forget. I don't get everybody. But anyway, as we see, this area here, right here, this kind of circle here, is where the primary uplift was anyway. And it doesn't surprise me that we're seeing more activity right here. I'm hoping that it shifts over, and I'm hoping it actually gets beyond this line here and goes out here a little bit. And that would really make me happy, and I'm sure that would make the residents of Grindavik very happy as well. This is going to be a disaster if the volcano ends up popping up on top of this material here. This is higher ground, and that'll flow right into Grindavik. If it flows out here, they have a chance to berm off the bottom, and depending on where it is, and maybe even berm off across the top here. And Yvonne says maybe it's like last year, going around the whole island and erupting in places nobody expected until, well, nobody's expecting shortly before, keeping things positive. I do. And you know what, I do have to say that as well, because we've seen this before where we've had some uplift, and then nothing has become of it, right? And that has happened before, and hopefully this will deviate and move a little bit. I'd be happy if it moved over here to Frega del Fiol, and that would be all right. By the way, we do have a 1.1 there. I want to see what depth that is and when that happened. Just at present, I'm not liking what's there, right? That was from yesterday, 1920, 6.1 kilometers down. So that's quite a ways down, unfortunately. But we still know that the entirety of that lava field And again, I'm going to leave that there and get my trusty crayons out. The lava field is in this area is somewhere around something like this in here, and my drawing is not very good, but this is that's where they think the magma chamber is. And if that is the case, you know, it can still happen anywhere in here. It doesn't necessarily have to happen right there. I'd like it to be over here, okay, where the X is. But hey, who am I? You never know what will happen. And keeping fingers crossed that we won't see anything major. Anyway, I want to go pop over to the other maps real quick. And they did show this kind of the same thing here. But they do show a few extras in that field. And there you can see where the two radio antennas are, of course, and everything else. Now, granted, the bigger ones are out here, and that may be a benefit because that is off of the other land area there, and of course 3.46, 4.7 kilometers down on that guy. This guy is a little bit closer, 4.5 kilometers down. So these got better depths on them anyway, but still, watching some of that stuff come shallow, and it makes a guy worry, you know, when you see it getting closer to the surface. And I'm hoping, well, 2 kilometers is still a long way to go. I mean, 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers, you can end up, let's just say, from here to here without any problem. You know, that's doesn't take much to make it go that far underground. If it finds the right pipe or tube, you know, it could pop up pretty much anywhere. You know, if it finds the right spot. But we'll see what happens in the future. Keeping fingers crossed that it happens in a good spot. If it does happen close to town, that it flows around the town. And same with the Blue Lagoon and the power plant, of course. I don't want to see anybody get hurt or anything broken or anything like that. It's just, you know, when you're seeing it, you kind of got to wonder. We did also have a couple out here, one just north of the lake, and that is 5.8 kilometers down for that 2.0. That's from yesterday at 16:14, and there was another one here, 1.2 down here from today, 4:45 a.m., 12 kilometers down. So that, you know, to me is not indicating any magma movement. That's quite deep down. I don't think that magma chamber is doing that much over here. I think it's working over here somewhere though, and we'll have to see what it does in the near future. Anyway, let me put you back onto Mount Etna for right now, and I am getting ready to take a break. Welcome Tetra, glad to have you in the house, as well as Cananascus Country is here, and DJ Puff the Third. I welcome you guys. Susie, Sharon, yeah, we got all you guys. Oh, Going South is there. I'm just on my weekly recorded tune in when it goes on YouTube. Okay, Going South, cool. On my weekly recorded. All right. Weekly recorded. All right. Anyway, Grandma B also in the house. Dr. Fix. Yeah, I've been called that before. Dr. Lava Fix. Yeah, kinda. Anyway, yeah, sorry about the fuzzy screens. That is unfortunate that is happening, but not much I can do about it. Hopefully they'll fix that up. Munkus bought me a new book, Balancing Bulk Gas Accumulations and Gas Output Before and During Lava fountaining explodes at Mount Etna. Oh, well. Let us know how that book goes there, Irish monk. That would be interesting, and you can be our expert afterwards, if you like. Okay, on that note though, it is time for me to go take that break. For those people who are here, if you're enjoying the show, please do hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. And that would really be great. I see we have a little ways to go there. Of course, our target is 150 likes for today. It would be really awesome to get that. Also, if you are new to the stream and you have not yet subscribed, if you like this type of format and everything, and you feel we've earned that subscription, by all means, do give that subscribe button a quick shot as well. And don't forget to hit that bell notification while you are there. And on that friendly note, I am your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it's nice and sunny. We didn't have the fog that they predicted overnight, and we didn't have the frost this morning that they predicted. You know, these guys down in Atlanta that have no idea what our weather is. But woke up to clear skies and warm temps. So the day is wonderful. Anyway, I'm Dr. Fox. You know what mood she's. Oh, Poppet's in a nasty mood. I gotta go. I'll be back in 5 minutes, you guys. I keep smiling and keep that cat away from me. Oh, did I tell you I'm allergic to cats? Okay, never mind. I'll be back in 5 minutes. that's enough boogie woogie for right now. Let's turn that down and turn it off and get back to what we're doing. Welcome and welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board here. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You are watching VolcanoX live stream. And thank you for being here, and welcome back to the new people. Welcome, and let's see, got a bunch of welcome backs from Piggy and Alba Girl. Duchess of Elements is in the house. Von Coco also said welcome back. Thank you, you guys, as well as Sue and Kevin, and I think we got them all. And hello, Zoe, and let's see, Sherry also said welcome back. All right, we're good that way. And anyway, they got fuzzy on that other view, so I switched it over, and I hope you don't mind. Hopefully they'll get it back in focus pretty soon. And let's see, we'll leave it there for right now. We'll see what happens, and hopefully they will get it going there. All right, going south, saying hello as well. Good to have you back on board here, and nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while there. And I need a nap, Lisa. I need a nap too, but I can't have one yet, not for a while. All right, let us get off to other wonderful volcanoes of today and see what we've got cooking around the world. We did kind of have a sneak peek at Japan, and we are going to take a look. There's another boat there. You can still go get ice cream, and that'll be good. I like ice cream. All right. Anyway, close up on the volcano. There we go, Mount Sakurajima. And we don't see anything drastic or major happening. No major eruptions. I didn't see any glow during the night. When we go back, it looked pretty quiet. And there you can kind of see it is off-gassing a little bit, that kind of thing, but not doing a heck of a lot. And hopefully one of these days we'll see some major lava coming out of that thing. Would really be nice. Anyway, a long-range shot. We can see that cloud layer hanging in the air there in front of it, and hopefully we'll get some wind blowing and it won't be so bad for them. Boat's going to leave pretty soon, I'm sure. Let's carry on, take a look at the other beautiful mountains. And there's Mount Fuji, and they're hiding everything in the foreground. Somebody has put up a defensive fog or smoke layer. And they're hiding everything except for the tall stuff. They couldn't afford to go that high. I'm kidding. And that is a pretty awesome looking shot. And that is Mount Fuji, of course, in Japan. That is live. And popping over to our next volcano, ASO. ASO is the way it is spelt. It has been downgraded to a green, so we're not seeing too much activity from it. It is still steaming, and I am sure that it will come back to life and do its thing all over again in the future. Next one on the agenda is Suwanoshijima, also in Japan, but this is down on one of the southern islands. And of course, very poor visibility of the actual volcano. We do know that it continued to erupt during the night. This was at 4:22 a.m. As you can see, fire in the hole, and definitely doing its thing. If we go back even a couple more hours here, this is about, what is that? That's just about 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. it was already glowing, so definitely had stuff happening inside it. Going back a little bit more, that is 2:39. You can definitely see the glow in there, so it was doing its thing. By the way, I did forget to mention the super chat. Barda Bear, thank you very kindly for the €5 super chat. Just not sure what part of that inside Irish, or sorry, was it Irish or Icelandic joke? I think is what you said. Inside a joke from Vetna Yokult. If I said it right. Yeah, Yokult. Anyway, not easy to say, you guys. But anyway, that's kind of what we seen there down at Suwanosi Jima. So it is definitely active, doing its thing. Let's get to our next volcano. And this one is in the Philippines, still very dark there. And the sun should be coming up soon, but I'm not seeing a heck of a lot right now. So we'll get back to that guy later. And okay, this may hurt your eyes, so please look gently when you see this next scene. And yes, it is snowing at Yellowstone. Snow, that four-letter word. And there's Old Faithful continuing to snow. I mean, to endure the snow. That's it. Nancy, you're leaving. Take care. We'll see you. And hello, just in time to say goodbye. All right. No worries. And thanks for popping in, Nancy. Do appreciate that. And what's going south? It's like a bridge over troubled waters. Yeah, frozen waters. Anyway, nasty weather. I do agree. We can't do anything about it. It is just the way it is. All right, let's pop on to our next volcano. See what we've got. And that is Semeru. And Semeru is doing its thing. Let me see if I can get on the right screen here. You can see the top of Semeru right in here. These are stars up here, believe it or not. But this is the top of Semeru, and that lava flow coming down. We know that. If we back up a little bit, I think the weather was pretty much the same all the way through the night. So we didn't get much of a difference. There you go again. And let's go back another little ways here and see. And it was even worse back then. The further we go, the worse it was. Yep, definitely not good viewing weather, if that's what you were looking for. Yep, so we didn't see anything worthwhile there. While that is doing its thing, let's have a quick look at the other ones here. So Luolatok, this is what's happening there right now. And that is also in Indonesia, of course, further to the east, though, in the island chain. Top right hand side there, Krakatoa. You can't see anything coming from the volcano itself. Right there, it's gone quiet. We did have a little bit of a burp a little while ago, but this is nowhere near the high spikes that we were seeing before. So this is relatively quiet. There's the burp point, if you want to look at that. That should be, oh, that's actually the other one here. This is Awu or Awu. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one, but that one also has been sporadically erupting on occasion and doing its thing. And of course, Semeru, which we can't see right now. So there you go. There's 4 in a shot, and unfortunately, none are being cooperative as far as performing and putting out really good pictures. Hi to Brian, a rock rail fan. Welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's put it back on Semeru, get over to the next volcano, and let me see if we can fix that up. And there we go. That'll kind of work, I guess, for right now. And of course, that is Merapi, and they're showing Merapi as a full screen today. So I don't mind. Let's just see if we can go back and find some wonderful lava here. Somewhere around just before that. Okay. Back a little bit. Back that lava up. And yeah, so from right about there, this is actually only about 40 minutes ago. 43 minutes ago is when this happened. And it is definitely throwing out a little bit of lava. So there you go. Hi, Duchess of Elements. Okay, I have hope Zoe will come out of her coma and dazzle us again with a great show. Okay. Excellent. Anyway, beautiful lava coming down that hill. This time it looks a little better. And I think that's kind of awesome. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Let's see if we can find a few more of those wonderful little eruptions. There's a few in there, and that's why they went close up on it, so obviously. Somewhere right around here there should be another one, and I think that was just the start of it. Let's see if we can get it in the right spot there. And this did come down fairly well. Also, in comparison to the last one, it's probably a little bit better. Lots of lava this time, as it seems to have picked up a little bit, throwing out a little bit more material. One of the other things that is also happening here is we're a little bit closer as far as that zoom in, so it looks a little brighter to us as well. And that makes a big difference when you're observing. But that looks pretty neat. A lot of big rocks and stuff in that material, and you can see those rolling down the hill. And I wouldn't want to be down there with my baseball glove waiting to catch one. Those things are pretty darn hot. Let's see. Eric the Red is your direct ancestor? Holy mackerel, Lisa P. Frampton. That is interesting. Okay. I'm not sure what that last email was that I just got in here. I just read something very briefly here. I gotta look at this real quick. Oh, non-urgent. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right, got an email from Piggy, and that is neat stuff. Okay, Piggy, and not to worry. You got to do what you got to do. Let's see. We're looking a little bit more here to see if we find another one of these wonderful eruptions here. The other ones I don't think were quite as spectacular. Plus we had other cloud in there in the way as well. Yeah, I'm just scanning. This one wasn't too bad here. We'll let it play from about this point. There we go. And this was at 22:19 their time, and that did come down fairly well also. So looking pretty darn good, you guys. Unfortunately, again, camera views and nighttime shots, not the greatest. And of course, you can see it's 6.7 kilometers away from the actual mountain. And this one was kind of a double whammy here, where it threw out the first volley, and the second one followed right along just a few minutes after. So pretty neat. A little bit of bacon, you guys. That is what we like to see, and lavally bacon coming down the hill, and that is That is hot stuff. I was going to say that's cool, but it's hot stuff. It really is. Don't be grabbing it. That is probably coming out at, well, looking at the color, probably somewhere around 1100 to 1150, maybe even 1200 degrees Celsius. So very, very hot. Don't be grabbing nothing, and then we'll be okay. But yeah, that looks awesome. Bacon. We like bacon. Look at the size of those boulders rolling down there. That is a little crazy. I wouldn't want to be down on the bottom. You know, what a way to go. These hot boulders rolling towards you. Definitely wouldn't want to have them hit you. Well, welcome back, Yvonne. I'm glad to have you on board again. And yeah, Mayor of Grindavik will be like, yeah, I'm sure the Mayor of Grindavik is going to be flipping over in his grave, trying. Well, he's not in his grave, but he's going to be having a hard time sleeping with knowing that there's a volcano about to erupt. Hopefully not in town. Anyway, got the 5-minute warning. Thank you, Piggy. Talk about Merapi. She has a huge wide crack on the middle of. Yeah, we already know that on the other side, the large crack where it opens up, or that was its main flow channel, and that's actually on the opposite side. Let's see, if is my mouse actually showing there? Yeah, it's over here on the other side is where that split vent is, or that big flow place. It used to come down there quite a bit, and it looks quite similar to what the one that Semeru has. They almost look identical when you're looking at those, but most of everything has been coming down this other side for a while now. So this is kind of what we're seeing there with what's coming out of Merapi. Let's see, what else can we find here? There's another one going back a little bit further, and that was at 31. The other one was at 22 something, or but again, quite a bit of material coming down the hill, so we do like seeing that, and that is awesome flow. I mean, of course, I love watching lava come down the hill, no matter what happens, and some of those boulders that are rolling down with it, huge boulders. I just wouldn't want to be down at the bottom in the way. That would be detrimental to one's health. All right, well, I think what we'll do is I'll leave that fella alone. I'm going to have a quick look at a couple other ones real quick, and that would be a White Isle volcano. And I'm just going to refresh that real quick, and then we can just see some of the still pictures there. Again, very fuzzy, dirty camera, so really hard to tell what's going on. You can see the cloud in there, but very difficult to really see. So we'll leave that guy be. This is actually over Ruapehu. Let's just go right to the video. Unfortunately, you see the cloud conditions at Ruapehu, so we're not seeing nothing over there. It's absolutely horrible skies, and we don't have very good seeing conditions at all. Let's see, where else haven't we been yet? We did go to Sakurajima. We looked at, let's see, still not lighter at Taal. Nope, and I think we're okay with that. We know Popocatépetl is in the clouds, and that is unfortunate, but that is okay. We know it likes doing that. That's the backside, and this is the other shot, and it's really horrible. Even this guy a little further up north, Fuego de Colima, south of Guadalajara. A little bit of off-gassing. I can't tell. Too cloudy to really tell if that's a cloud or if it's off-gassing from the volcano itself. The other one that was not working was our friend down there. And I'm just going to refresh that real quick to see. No, didn't go live. And that is Fuego. Unfortunately, not working. This, however, is Tolika. And Tolika is looking pretty good. Two Pineapples said there was a good sized earthquake on Hawaii today. We'll have a look at it once we get to our Hawaii stuff, definitely, and that would be awesome. Hopefully there's nobody hurt or anything. Next volcano, we do see a little bit more, but not enough to make it look like a real volcano, and that is what is it, Montumba, and that is also in Nicaragua, not too far away from Tolica, and one more in Nicaragua, and that is Messiah, and you can see this is the crater for Messiah here, and it is definitely off-gassing, not too bad, but it is doing its thing. So let me put that back onto there, and then we will switch this back to our other stream. I want to double check and see if we have the other camera in focus yet. Oh yeah, much better. And oh, they did move it. Really nice of them. That's beautiful. And there, how about that? I think that looks pretty awesome, you guys. And I'll leave it there for the break. And for all those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit the like button, please do consider hitting the like button. Also, if you are new and you haven't subscribed yet, do give it a quick subscription, and go hit that bell notification. That way you'll know that you won't miss any more of the streams. And of course, what's on the screen is Etna in two different views right now. And it is looking lavely. They did move the camera. Yay! Anyway, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. You guys will have bacon seeds then. Keep smiling and don't go away. And hey, I'm back, you guys. Welcome back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX live stream. And I'm glad to have you guys all on board. And beautiful, beautiful Etna. They did get that camera fixed up there and let us see some of that wonderful bacon sliding down the hill. Pardon me, but it is not as much bacon as I thought there would be. Definitely, I'm not looking as bright. But I do want to point something out. You see that bluish haze that you see burning around it? That is indicating to us that there is a lot of sulfur in what's coming up right now. And that is why it is looking bluish. So that is something to bear in mind, and I'm pretty certain that is what's causing all that blue haze is the heated up sulfur and the burning of the sulfur. So definitely got some weird looks looking at it. Cool and awesome and all that nice stuff. Anyway, I did promise bacon seeds, so let's get over there and we'll get at our bacon seeds. And I may not have fixed them up in the right order here. Hang on, let me see what I can do to make sure I got it in the right spot. And that's what happens when you split screens and then you forget something and then you got to split it again and go back, and it takes time. Software takes time to move back and forth here, especially with the amount of windows that I have open on, looking at them on 3 different screens, and it is a horrendous amount of stuff. So, all right, it's doing something. I'm not sure what it's doing. It stopped there. All right, it's doing things now. And, all right, boy. That took a little bit. Okay. I see where we left off. Okay, we'll make sure we get the first one on the screen here, and this will all be good. And here we go. So, Mars 2028 says, I looked at Etna before the sunset today. It looked like it was producing more ash than yesterday, so there maybe less lava today. I don't know if that's really what the amount will be considered. If the ash versus lava. I think the ash is cleaning out the pipes really, and if there's no lava pushing it up, you're just going to have gas pushing it up, really. And anyway, I think we've seen that little guy before under the blanket. Let's go on to our next one here. Beautiful little bacon seed. I think that one was at the dance studio doing some practicing. And that is beautiful. And that's the buffering on you were seeing buffering on your end. I hope I didn't buffer for long. I did see everything was kind of stopped here for a second. That may have something to do with it. It is Sunday, so it's okay to be a couch potato. Or hang on, couch piggy. One or the other. Looks like he's just lazing around, having a nice Sunday, taking a nap. I think I want to do that too. Maybe I'll do that after the show. Sleepyhead, yep, definitely. But when it is awake, it's doing other things. Like it'll sit there and probably fell asleep listening to tunes. And I guess you got to do what you got to do, and listen to the right tunes, right? Anyway. Let's see what we got for that's so me, Dr. Fox. Okay, Piggy, if it is, I'll let you run with it. That is pretty awesome. And let's see what we got next here. little, oh, here's I don't know, is that a pound of bacon? If you're weighing up your bacon at this point, you're doing something wrong. Maybe you're weighing your bacon seed, and that is a little bit too much for me. I love the bacon seed, and that is absolutely cute. Fell asleep on the scale, and wow, a little guy. Awesome. Okay, and last wonderful bacon seed, and that is this guy here, and of course that is as bacony as you can get. Is that ever a cutie? He's got like real stripes down him. That's interesting. Stripes and spots. That's a neat looking little pig. All right. Well, we like what we're seeing, so gotta love it, you guys. That is awesome. And thank you kindly for the bacon seeds again, Piggy. They are awesome, and we really do appreciate it. And on that friendly note, let's pop over to Hawaii, and we'll find out what is going on with bigger earthquakes. I hear my computer revving up for some reason. Don't know why it was doing that. Anyway, there is a Hawaii picture, of course, from yesterday late, and I thought I'd capture a nice looking shot, and I do want to take a picture of that. There we go, screenshot. Looks pretty awesome. It was from 1926 yesterday, and that definitely shows you the lava flow. Welcome to Hawaii, DrFox2000. Thank you, Duchess of Elements. And Jazz Baz of Philippines is here. Says, yep, stay in late tonight. I have to pick up a brother from airport in 45 minutes. Okay, I hope your brother doesn't wake up way too much. They're usually heavy schlepping them home. And welcome on board. And let's see, who else? Did I miss anyone else? Anyway, if I didn't say hi to you when you came in or something like that, please don't be offended. I don't see everyone. I'm usually doing the smoke and mirrors and stuff behind the show here, and it takes a little bit doing that. Anyway, as we see in the current image, which is 11:06 over there, is what they showed. So it's about 10 minutes old, this photo, and you can see the levels of lava are pretty close to the edge, only possibly about a foot down, you know, as far as 12 inches or maybe 30 centimeters from the top of the pool. We do see the backsplash areas here still smoking fairly well. And that is not a bad photo at all, really, when you see that. Let's get over to the next shot. This, of course, again from last night, 1927 was the time on it. Showed everything fairly well. You do see the hot spot out there, as well as that stuff that is behind our primary vent, which was right around here, all covered up in a big hornito, and only stuff flowing out into the actual lava pond. So let's refresh that one, get in the right picture, right place. There we go. And beautiful sunny day, and that we can see out there. And again, this is where the smoke is being emanated from. That's that primary hornito, and that's where the vent is, or used to be, located underneath that. It may have moved a little, but it is definitely allowing that lava to flow into the lake here, and into the toe area, as well as some of the stuff around the edges. As you can probably see, that line, and it goes all the way around the entire outer portion of this lava field is a lot fresher than the inside portion here. And the oldest, of course, is this area right in the middle, and that is Pig Island, as they call it. And we will go to the other side. This was the shot from The opposite side of the crater, that is again from 1917 last night. And this is what it looks like now. There's that Pig Island, as I mentioned before. And there you can see our wonderful lava pond or lake, whatever you want to call it, and the toe right there. And of course, the edges where all that smoke is coming from, both there and right out on the absolute caldera walls. As well as this here is where your primary vent is and the feeding of the material in here. Let's get over to the thermal image, and this is what it looked like last night. And again, you can see that hot spot in the back. This is where the vent is, the primary vent, and this is where the flow is coming out. So it looks pretty awesome, but we do see the heating in these other spots as well. If we refresh that one and get a current picture, and wow, there's some more lava. So yeah, that definitely filled up. You can see this has heated up a little bit more, and we can see a few little lava spots heading in towards the pond, if you will. And that area behind definitely heating up some more, and a lot of lava showing down on the bottom left hand side. Very, very fresh, just as fresh as the stuff that we're seeing over in the pond. Also, these hot spots, a little bit more lava got into them as well. So that is what's going on there at the actual crater. If we do that again, yeah, that's it. And that tells you where that is at. I'm going to see if I can line you up the proper map here, and then we will have a look and see what we can find in Hawaii as far as earthquakes, and we'll zip over there. There we go. So North America over there, out in the Hawaiian Islands. Here you can see the whole chain and where it turns, and of course that is sitting on a hot spot. All this stuff is moving up there and then heading north, and that is the flow rate, or the way it's flowing in that area. And there are some extra earthquakes here today, and first thing I notice is out here we have a 4.7, and that is near Kona, and that was at 3:49 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 kilometers down. They would have felt that. That might be what Two Pineapples was referring to. Also a 2.3 out there, a little bit quieter from that one. But that isn't the latest ones. The latest one is this guy right here, 2.1, and that was at 14:28. Really not anything too severe. Looking out here, we don't see anything out at the low Ishi Seamound or anything like that. If we zoom in a little bit, catch these. This was from 32 minutes after midnight, 30 kilometers down for that 2.7. This guy is 1.8, 31.8 kilometers down from yesterday at 22:20. And we'll zoom in a little bit more so we get these other ones here. Pahala area, there's Pahala itself, and we are looking this from yesterday. I'm not going to worry about them. Today's 6:36 a.m. and that is 1.8. This guy here from yesterday as well. This guy from today, 8:26 a.m., 2.3. This guy here from 14:04, and that is 2.0. Not a bad size. This guy from yesterday, going to leave him alone. The new one, of course, like I say, that was from today at 14:28 their time, and 31.6 kilometers down. sliding over a little bit more into the other vent areas over there. Looking at this from yesterday, not going to worry about it, and we'll see this guy from today at 2:51 a.m. 33.1 kilometers down for that 2.3. Then the only other new one that we see right there is this guy, and that is 7:52 a.m. Today, 32.5 kilometers down. Not seeing too much more there, other than, well, we do see this guy from today, 5:01, 5.7 kilometers down for that 1.8. I just wanted to double check. There we go. That is what I thought I seen earlier here, a little chain reaction. We got this 0.9, and that one is at what is it, 4:32 is when that happened, at 3.5 kilometers down. This one here, 4:27, 6.4 kilometers down for that 0.7. The 1.0, 4.7 or 7.4 kilometers down at 4:38. There we go. 6.1 kilometers down on this guy, 1.3 at 4:41, and then you've got this 1.2 at 4:28, 5.4 kilometers down. So something happening underneath there, and that is all right. I'm not going to worry about it. So we've got these ones, and we've got those ones. We didn't check this guy. So 2.2 minus 1.1 kilometers. So it is up in the land at about a kilometer, well, 1.1 kilometers above sea level. All right, and that is 5:52 a.m. that one happened. So they did have a little bit of rumblings there in Hawaii. Just not sure how they want to deal with things, but that is all right. We don't mind, and it wasn't an overly big killer earthquake, so we're all good with that. And let's zoom out a little bit, and while we're here on the earthquake map, I do want to look at a couple of stacks that we see, and we do see, here's New Zealand, and this is our Kermadec Ridge, and out here that would be about where Tonga is, and then Fiji is right there, but we have this stack or swarm all in one place. Biggest one 6.3, and that was 589 kilometers down. That's a long ways down. Anyway, that time on that 1:06 a.m. UTC, and then we've got this 5.1, 588 clicks down, 599 clicks down on this 4.5, also from 140. This another 4.7 there, 584 kilometers down, 7:41 a.m. And then you've got this guy here, 7:47 a.m., 588 kilometers down. That is incredibly deep down. So definitely interesting, and quite a few of those in that area. The other one that I think we looked at this one yesterday, and that, of course, there in the Philippines, 6.1. That's the one that's not too far away from Taal, and that is a little bit on the scary side. Hopefully it didn't wake anything up. And then we get out here by Japan, and we see another, and we've seen groups in this area before. This seems to be a very active zone. We have this 6.0 right there, 9:17 a.m., 15.8 kilometers down, and that is fairly fresh for them. This one here, 10:57 a.m., 10.8 kilometers down for 5.1. This 4.4 is 10 kilometers down, 10:46, and then the other 4.9 here at 11:20. Hope things ease up there, and of course they ended up getting a couple more quakes just right out here as well. So 5.4, that was actually from yesterday. That was pre this mess, and this one here is a part of this ongoing here at 9:42 a.m. at 67.4 kilometers down, a lot further down. And again, this plate takes a real nosedive underneath this ridge here. So big time nosedive. And actually in this area, it actually goes down in on a kind of a tilted angle. So the side that's going on this side is actually deeper down than the side that would be over here. So it's kind of a lopsided as it goes in. 4-minute warning. Thank you, Piggy. I do appreciate that. And that is all cool. Sliding up a little bit more. We don't see anything up north here. Everything looks oldish. That's all good. We do have one here that was newer in 3.0 in Idaho, 5 kilometers down. Nothing major to worry about though. And we don't see anything new happening there. Our stuff in not Costa Rica. I'll get it, hang on. Puerto Rico. There we go. That swarm continuing. And of course, that sitting on a major spot there of where we get activity. And of course, these out here doing their thing as well. And of course, this plate is subducting underneath this area, and that's what's causing this as well as these over here. Okay, still we see our stuff up on the mid-Atlantic ridge way up the north, and nothing new showing up here, and that is a little bit on the quiet side. Quiet is not necessarily good. One thing I do want to point out, normally we see about 2,300 earthquakes. This is set for a 1-week period, and when you're looking at it and you see 1815, that is about 500 earthquakes short. So we actually have a quieter time on this planet right now, and I'm a little concerned for things to catch up with that 500 earthquakes. It doesn't take long, you know, if you've got some sizable activity somewhere. But I'm hoping that it's not going to be anything super major happening like here in Iceland. And I'm really kind of concerned with Iceland, of course, because you know, when we look at it, we know that we've got the ridge coming right through here, and when you look, you can see it's touching that lake on the northern end, and it would be pretty much right through Geldingadalur, and very close to right where the earthquakes are. Okay. I hate to say it, right on the earthquakes. It is Pepsi time. Yeah, let me do that. I want Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Real quick peek at Taal, and Taal is doing its thing, and we will get back over to our other one, and that is Etna. So please don't go away, you guys. Stick around. We're very close to getting to that 100 mark for likes. If there's any of you that haven't hit that like button yet and you're enjoying the show, by all means, give it a quick shot. Let's see if we can push it up over 100 real fast. And also, for those others who are new to the stream, if you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing if you feel that this show is worthy and we've earned that subscription. And on that friendly note, I'm going to go take a 5-minute break. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is VolcanoX, a live stream. Don't go away. We'll be back in 5. break is over, so we can turn it off. Excellent. And welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is the VolcanoX live stream. And I see we definitely made it over that 100 mark with our likes. That is excellent. And only 47 more to go to get to 150. And we'll see if we can get up there. Anyway, a lavely, wonderful looking Etna on the screen, and that's what we're seeing. It is doing what it is doing, and looks pretty awesome. Thank you, Piggy and Kevin Haynes and Arizona Snowman and Alba Girl and let's see, Dr. Fox near. Yep, I am here. And Juliana, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And okay, yeah, bacon. And that is what we definitely see. And unfortunately, the bacon is glowing a little bit bluish and kind of cooling off as it is coming down the hill. So it is not throwing out as much wonderful heavy-duty bacon as it is a lot more sparks and things. And those Strombolian style eruptions are always kind of like that. There's not as much heavy lava, but as you can see in the insert, the lava level is hang on, why is that not showing there? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. No, that's the right screen. Okay, it doesn't want to show my mouse. Let me try this. That might work. Let me set that. Okay, when we're looking here, this area, I got it in two places. That's always nice. But anyway, that area up there, we're seeing lots of lava sitting there, and that'll be in this area. And hopefully that'll slide down the hill and around the corner, and then we'll be able to see more of that wonderful goo that we love so much. And yeah, Arizona Snowman just brought up the maps there, and that was something that I was looking at. Let's see if I have that right map on here. No, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I can't do that from there. I can't do it from there either. Let's try this click button here. Where is my screen? All right. 3D map, where are you? It'd be back in here somewhere. There we go. There's that 3D map. Let's get rid of this other thing on top here. And I was trying to figure out where that lava flow was actually going. And whoop, I flipped us. There we go. Back to there. So we're looking at somewhat of an angle here, something like this. And I'm thinking it's coming down back there, and as it comes down there, it's heading down this way. I'm not exactly sure how that is working, but that is kind of what I'm surmising, and that we may have lava flow down this angle as well here. Don't know exactly where it is. I'm going to have to try to figure that out a little bit better. And it's hard to tell what is north, south, and east and west. I gotta really get that pinned down on that map. But it is not bad, and we don't mind having it on there. Anyway, let's see if we can put that back on the screen. That would be not that guy. Sorry. Boy, this thing changes real quick. It turns things on and slides you away from where you were, so when you click something, it doesn't want to show it anymore. It did it again. It made me turn off the wrong one, and that is nasty. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, something happened. Now I'm clicking again. It moved me to the wrong one, so it's making me turn the wrong things on. Let's try this. No. Oh boy. As soon as I clicked it, it turned it off. and it moves me. It moves me. It behooves me. And there, it did it again. I'm not going to win this game. This thing is doing me in, you guys. There we go. I got it. I win. Yep, those darn gremlins. They're in there somewhere messing me up. And anyway, we got it there. Looks pretty cool. And we do see that wonderful lava sliding down the hill. And a little bit more awesome eruptions every once in a while. It's like the pressure really builds up and then it really shoots out quite a bit of material. So very, very awesome, and we like seeing that. That is wonderful. Anyway, let's carry on with looking at other things. We were kind of looking at earthquakes. I did kind of want to peek in at Taal again, since we really didn't spend any time there looking at that one. So let me get that on the screen, and there it is. Ooh, that looks kind of weird, and I think that is kind of awesome the way it kind of hooks out of there. That's like a snorkel or some darn thing. That is pretty cool. Let's see. Anyway, I think we did go through our earthquakes already. We went through some of them anyway. We'll take a look at some other stuff. But yeah, looking at Taal, I like the way that steam is coming out of there. That is pretty awesome in one big spout there, if you want to call it that. And that is pretty good. Oh no, not going yet. Was typo. Oh, we got typos. Lots of us have typos. Oh, and I forgot to say hi, Jazz Baz, and bye, Jazz Baz, if you're going. And take care. And all the best. Okay, yeah, it's a big snake sticking its head out of there. And that is pretty awesome. All right, let's go back over to our earthquake scene, and we want to get into the other maps here. Take a look at what we've got happening in the Canary Islands, and we already looked at the Azores earlier, and we only had the 4 small earthquakes there. So now looking at what we have out here in the Canary Islands as well. Always like looking. We do have a star flashing there on La Palma, indicating a newer earthquake. And of course, today is the 22nd, and when we're looking at the earthquakes, we only have 2 from the 22nd. It looks like the 21st they did register one, and they had one on the on the 20th, and one on the 19th. So they did actually get one on each one of these days, even though they weren't showing up at one point in time. But they got 2 today. One at 21 kilometers down, and that is actually right on the coastline there, as you can see where that star is. And then the other one is a little further back. That is this guy here. And I'm not sure how, well, 12 kilometers down, it's not going to do much to it. But they're small, so little guys, nothing to worry about. And I think everybody's going to be safe there. So I'll leave that be. Popping over to our earthquake map. No, sorry, a volcano map. Of course, we see here in Iceland, we've got Asja, we got Eruption, and we got the Reykjans, and that is, of course, the one on the peninsula. And as you can see, they did plunk it there, and that's where they put it. And I think they are in the wrong spot. I think that volcano is going to end up over here, and that could be where we're actually going to see it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it does stay over here in this valley. If it happens here, hey, that'd be great. That's wishful thinking, but if it happens here, we're all good. If it happens a little bit out away from this, we're maybe okay. A little further south would be better, and have the flow go down into the water, of course. But that's where they've put it. I'm not exactly thinking that that is where it's going to happen. So anyway, that's just me. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna zoom out again here so we can see the rest of the world real quick. Of course, down here, St. George in the Azores, we're not seeing anything change there yet. And we just looked at La Palma, so that's all cool. Not seeing any quakes down here around Michael Volcano today, and that's nice for a change. Our stuff here in, I guess, Central and South America, still doing the same thing, part of the Ring of Fire, and of course, just doing lovely stuff. Going down here, go into New Zealand, we do see this big swarm right here, and of course that is the Kermadec Ridge right in here. This is Tofua, and that is Tonga out there. Ruapehu out here where it's really cloudy, and then White Isle Volcano is just at the northern end of New Zealand here. But these quakes are pretty awesome. We looked at those earlier. That is Yasur and his buddies going over the ones in Papua New Guinea, not bad. And then, of course, Ibu and Dukono over there doing their thing. And Luolatok with his friend hiding behind. But the Luolatok is the one that's busy. Semaru, Merapi, and Krakatoa right there just to line things up. And there's Suwanosi Jima, and of course the other red one is Sakura Jima, and that's what we've got there. Karimsky up here in the Kamchatka Peninsula doing its thing, continuing with his friends, and as we slide across, and we've got Great Sitkins, Cleveland, and Pavlov. I didn't get very good pictures from them today at all, so I'm not going to bother with showing. The other one that normally was on here was Davidoff, and he's been taken off. He was a yellow guy as well, so they've removed him. But that's about it for that area. Sliding over, we still see Mayet is still there, and Old Doño still doing its thing. DR Congo still got theirs. Erta Ale still in place here, and Ethiopia. And of course, if we zoom in a little bit here, our star of the show today, Etna, Mount Etna on Sicily in Italy. And of course, Etna's neighbor is Volcano, and then we've got Stromboli and then Campi up top here, and that lines things up for the volcanoes. We don't see anything major, weird or new, and that is always nice. I didn't see anything else on the other earthquake map either. I was looking to see, remember we had those big ones up there. They already took them off the map here. And that was what I was looking for. They do show this one 3.5 from today at 9:53, showing it as 5 kilometers down, and that is one of them because the other one was also 3 something. We do also see this 4.4 in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge from yesterday, and then this would be in the Azores, and that's at 2.7 that we had on St. George. And those are pretty much the quakes. There's that mess out in front of Japan. Oh, they're showing that a little bit further away than what we've seen it. They're showing it on the, yeah, no, that's that side. I thought we had it over here on the other map. A little bit odd. Okay, but anyway, we have those guys right there, and that is pretty cool. All right, that's one of those deep places you don't want to go. If you fall down into that and you got bricks tied around you, by the time you get to the bottom, it'll be a couple of days. Very, very deep areas. So anyway, earthquakes are looking pretty awesome, and not anything major to worry about though. So let's see if yeah, we'll put you back on this screen so I know where I can find it, and let's pop over. Oh, let's see what else we got. Oh, I want to go to weather maps. That's where I'm going. Click on that one. Still snowing in Yellowstone. Yuck. We don't like that. That's not good. Let me get that map on there. There we go. All right. I don't know why we're checking something out here. Let's get rid of that little flag. Okay, looking at North America, not too bad for SO2. We get into Mexico, and Mexico is bad in comparison to the other places. Central America isn't so bad. We do have a little bit of stuff coming out of this would be which volcano is that? That's in Costa Rica. I'll think of the name. Maybe I won't. Okay, anyway, that's one of the Costa Rican ones in there, giving off the plume. We don't have too much coming off of Fuego in Guatemala, which is actually good. A little bit more from that wonderful one that's in Colombia there. He's a busy guy. And of course, going down, we do have the other pictures of the other volcanoes. I'm not going to worry about them right now. That one isn't showing anything on that screenshot anyway, but I'm not going to worry about them. We see most of that is dissipating. It's not bad at all. We do have a little bit out here. Kind of makes me wonder what they're doing out here. Something's smoking there on Sandwich Island. Maybe it's Michael Volcano. Okay, never mind. Zooming into New Zealand, this spot here being created by White Isle Volcano, and that is about what that has done. Going up a little bit more, that plume, of course, from Tofua, and this batch here from Yasur, and that's Yasur's neighbors. And of course, these are the other ones out there at Papua New Guinea. Ibu and Dukono are right in there. Luolatok would be making this plume here. This would be Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, plus a million people. And that's kind of what we're seeing there. Now, we did have a big earthquake. I'm surprised that it wasn't on the map anymore, but there was a big earthquake right here, very close to our wonderful. I wonder if we can see that on one of the earthquake maps. I'll have to take a look, but it was, I think, right here, and it was pretty big, so it might have shaken the plumbing and all a little bit, and hopefully it'll get it going or do something. I want to see action. Anyway, going up, most of that in China, normal pollution, and down here in these islands, one of these islands, of course, has got Suwanosi Jima on it, causing some of that stuff down there. And then, of course, we still have our friend right there, and that's Sakura Jima. Even though it's in the clouds, it is off-gassing a little bit, causing some of that extra stuff. Zipping back up here, Kamchatka Peninsula is throwing off all kinds of dirty stuff, and that's kind of the way it is. Not unusual, and normal stuff in India, and also in Middle East, not South America. Middle East, how about that? Right part of the planet. And of course, Urta Ale would be here. Not really noticeable with all that other pollution. We are not seeing anything coming from Doña, or very little. That would be somewhere actually right around here, not there. And this would be from DR Congo. And the only other one that is really notable is this area right here. And of course, that is from our wonderful Etna. And it continues to erupt, and we enjoy watching it. So, pretty cool. Yep, I will send them an email to Dr. Fox before I go. 5 different emails with dates on them. Open this email on such and such a day, right, Piggy? Okay, where am I? Get my mouse in the right place. I'll zoom out. Quick peek at Iceland. We don't see too much coming off of Iceland, just a little bit. And of course, England, Ireland, not bad. Spain, not bad. France, not bad. Not too much in Germany and Belgium and those places. Luxembourg, really bad place today. And I'm kidding. Luxembourg isn't that bad. It's nice. Half of it is really clear. The other half has got a little bit of haze. Germany looks pretty good, but that's all. We'll leave it. Not bad up here in Norway and Sweden, Finland. Those places are really clean air. And you go up even further, and you can have a really clean air. That's it for this guy. Let's pop over to the weather map, and I'm going to refresh this, and we will get on to temperatures, and we'll have a look at it. I was looking at other stuff earlier, and there we go. Looking at North America in general. We'll start there. I'll work our way up and down, and of course seeing we've got really nice weather in Alaska. This is incredible. 18, 19, 20 degrees Celsius in some spots. All the igloos are melting, and it's catastrophe. I hope everybody's okay up there. Switch to your tents, and of course we're seeing some of that cold stay up in the north, which is all right, but we're also seeing a lot more warmer stuff over the prairies, which is really nice, melting everything that hasn't melted yet. And then getting into the U.S. Western side, looking not bad at all. And as you get further south, it gets a little hotter, so places like down in Phoenix and that are quite warm. Looking at it, Texas isn't as hot today, which is really good. And then, of course, some of that heat is out in the east, though, all the way along the east coast. A few people be cooking, I'm sure, but it's still not as hot as it is in Mexico in some places. Very warm there, and that includes the peninsula here, the Yucatan, where you got 29 degrees Celsius at Cancun. You know, talk about nice. And look at these temperatures. Like, this is just insane. 27, 29 in Cuba, 30 in Cuba, 32 in the bottom of Florida, some places 35 degrees Celsius. That's awesome. Really warm out on Puerto Rico as well, and those places, so I love it. Anyway, Venezuela looks pretty warm too, as most of Colombia, and then of course you have Brazil doing its thing. It's not bad. Peru, hot in the higher elevations and the jungle areas, cool in the mountains. So that is kind of what we're looking at. Not bad. There's your winter cutoff line. And it's kind of weird, but it happens. In a solitary with, oh wow, you're in solitary with Bard the Bear. Well, Irish Monk, that is awesome. I hope you're winning solitaire. Oh. Oh, Irish monk. I'm kidding. Thank you kindly for that wonderful £10 super or €10 super chat. That is awesome. I do appreciate it, and really, really good. What I got 4, 17, 15, 13, and 7. What are those? Is that your lucky lottery numbers, Piggy? And that is cool. Okay, let's carry on though with our wonderful weather here. Looking a little bit more over on the other side of the pond, or in the pond, and there we go. Grandma B, wow, throws in the $3 super chat too. Thank you kindly, Grandma B. Grandma B, and I spelled that wrong. Oh, that B didn't look like a B. There we go. And thank you kindly for that $3 super chat. I know B is such a hard word to put down there. I got it though. All good, and thank you kindly. Okay, so yeah, temperatures, seeing some of that warm mix coming back and feeding back in here. All jokes aside, a heat wave like this are a problem in Alaska because it melts the permafrost, causing ground to liquefy, causing homes and roads to sink. And I do fully understand that. Mars 2028, living here in Edmonton, we kind of understand that. And we do understand a permafrost versus the regular frost that is our annual melting, and yeah, it does create some problems. Anyway, looking at the weather of Iceland, warm on the outskirts, I guess, if you want to call it that. Not quite as warm in the west side, east side, but down in southwest on the peninsula, everything is a lot nicer there. Looking at Ireland, we got 11, 12 degrees in some places. Northern Ireland, about the same. So they've got some of that wonderful air blowing on there. It is nighttime, so that's about the temperatures you should expect. A little bit warmer in England in some places, and gets a little colder up north in Scotland. Looking real quick, a little bit better temperatures in Norway, Sweden, a little bit on the cool side, but still not below freezing, which is really nice. Same thing as Finland. And then we head down here to Germany, Holland, and all these areas, basically Luxembourg and Belgium and that. All about the same temperatures. 15, 16 degrees right now, a little cooler in the eastern part of Germany, and going into Poland, and boy, that's a pesky. Things turning on by themselves. Mouse is bumping against stuff. Anyway, France looking a little bit warmer, same as down there in Spain and Portugal, and even Italy seems to be getting to its nice climate now. And of course, down here where Piggy lives, and Piggy should have about 21, 22 degrees on her island, and that will probably be about right. And that is awful nice temperature for nighttime. And good night, Sherry. Take care, and all the best. So good temperatures there, Piggy. Gotta love it. That is beautiful and warm. Zooming back out a little bit, we see what northern Africa is looking like. Pretty hot all the way through. And of course, the Middle East, and over here in India and Pakistan and those places, still quite warm. And of course, Indian Ocean showing very high temperatures there for the air. And of course, same thing going in. We've got Bangkok somewhere around 25 degrees Celsius. That's actually kind of cool, considering the water air temperature is somewhere around 29 and 30. Sorry. Not bad in Australia, a little bit, easier temperatures up north, a little bit colder down in the south, and that actually a whole bunch colder. Not good, not good. 2 degrees Celsius, brr. You'd think it's winter there, and that is quite cold. And did I see that right? We have minus temperatures in, yeah, I did see that right. There it is. -2 in Tasmania. Holy mackerel. Those Tasmanian devils, no wonder they're going extinct. They're freezing to death. Anyway, New Zealand and the southern island are not quite as bad, but still quite cold. Northern Ireland looking not bad, and we get all the way up out here on the peninsula. Really good stuff up there. Tonga area and Fiji, 27 degrees in those areas. So pretty awesome, and looks not bad for our weather. Quick peek at Hawaii, if we can find the darn thing. There it is, and we will have a look and see. There we go. Honolulu, Maui. Nice, and nice. A little cooler up on the mountains, of course, but beautiful, beautiful temperatures, you guys. You can't beat that, and that would be good. Okay, and I'm going to zoom back out, and I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at precipitation around the planet. And first thing we look at here, a lot of lines. We do see our equatorial storm still there. We'll start out here with North America. We see some stuff on the west coast, mostly for Canada and Alaska, a little bit down into, I guess it'd be Washington and those areas. Probably going to see that front as it moves in. Some stuff up north, and this is probably going to haunt me here, this area, but I'm not too worried about that. Eastern side of the U.S., everything that was so nice and warm has also got big storms happening. So I guess you pay the piper. If you got heat, you're going to have action, and that's what we're seeing on the eastern side. So the eastern states are going to experience some of those wonderful thunder boomers and things like that, and hopefully this doesn't develop into anything too major down in here. South America, we see the normal area up here in I guess, Venezuela and those areas, jungle stuff, staying hot and active with thunderstorms sliding over real quick. I guess we call that the eastern half of Iceland. Going to get some snow, and it's a little too cold, and we know that warm air is coming up here and swirling and holding on for now. So that's not so bad. We do see this system here, not so bad for Ireland, but they're going to get some cooler temperatures, and hopefully not too much rain out of that. Scotland and England, well, Scotland's going to get worse than England, but not too bad. Again, Norway doesn't look too good on the coast. Sweden up on the northern end, and not anything major, but they've got something same as Finland. Going back down into Germany, we do see a little bit down in the south. France, yep, France has definitely got some storms happening. Same thing with a little bit in Austria and Switzerland there, and northern Italy. So that's what we're seeing. And a little bit up in northern portions of France, Spain, I meant. So not too bad all the way through. Looking here, of course, we see the storms that are happening here. We see Cambodia is going to get more right there. And Malaysia got another storm sitting on top of it. Same thing with down here, and Jakarta is basically got storms on either side of it. So lots of fun. And even here in the Philippines, they're not seeing really good weather. Sliding back down here, we see the Australian tip here, Perth and those areas are probably going to get some storm stuff. A little bit through Sydney and all the way up to Brisbane right there, as we can see, and they're showing lots of fog out in that cold area and fog area. Yep, that makes sense. It gets cold, you're going to see fog. And then we take a look at what we've got in New Zealand. At least they're not getting stormed out, but it looks windy as all get out. But we do have some rain happening, Auckland's in those areas. And I think that's about it. Tofua not getting that storm, and out here in Tonga. Nice that they don't have rain or monsoons or anything like that right now. Unfortunately, New Caledonia does. So that is one of those things. South America on the bottom end, we do see that cutoff line. That's about where that line was for the cold, and it'll be colder in this region than it is up here. So that's kind of what we got for weather around the world, you guys. We do see a lot of the action in the south doing its thing. We do see this here right in between Greenland and Canada, and that is actually circulating around the other way, doing its thing, driving some of that cold air back in, and I hope that moves up and stays up north there. And that is basically it. Let's get to our temperatures again and find that a really cold spot, and let's see if we find anything record breaking today. And minus 70, minus 71, that's what I'm seeing. Minus 71. Oh, I had 72. Minus 72 degrees Celsius. Oh, we had 73. All right, so I'm going to call it minus 73 Celsius is what we're seeing today, unless there's another spot here. And just looking, you never know, we could have another cold spot. And no, I think it's minus 73 Celsius is going to be our cold temperature for today. So please bundle up your penguins before you send them off to play, and that is important. And on that note, let's see if we can get you back over to our wonderful volcano for now. And let me fix that and turn that off for right now. We'll fix that up in a second here. I'm gonna find it and fix it as soon as I can find it. There it is. Okay, I think I fixed it. All right, let's try turning that back on. There it is, and that is working. Okay, you guys, so that is it for today's show. I really don't have anything else. We're going to work on that 3D map some more, trying to find out exactly where the lava flow has happened, because I'm curious where on the map. That way it would be pretty good. Just 115 show Doc, Dr. Fox, the love, bop that thumb. Yeah, that would be cool if you could show that love and hit that thumb. Thumbs up would be awesome. And anyway, I do appreciate each and every one of you having been here today. big thank you to, of course, the super chatters. What is it? It's Barda Bear and Irish Monk and Oh Mummy, or no, not Oh Mummy, sorry, Grandma B. There it is, Grandma B. I've picked up the wrong sheet here. And thank you very kindly for the super chats, you guys. That is awesome. I do appreciate that support. And also a big thank you to all of the members here. You guys are awesome, and really do appreciate the fact that you support the stream when you can. And again, nobody is obligated to do that. It's just I do appreciate that, and it does help out. And of course, I really do want to thank everyone for being here. My moderators, you know, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and Joseph Fields, and all the others when they're here. Wonderful, and thank you guys for helping out. That is awesome. And that is basically it. So I'm glad everyone was here, glad everyone enjoyed the show, and on that friendly note, like I say, if you haven't hit that like button, maybe we can push it up to 120 before I turn the stream off. So 4 more to go on my screen. It would be awesome if we can get it up there. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Have the rest of your wonderful Saturday, or sorry, Sunday, or Monday, depending on where you are. And in many places in North America, today is a long weekend, or this weekend is a long weekend, at least here in Canada. And I know in some places in the US as well. So hopefully everybody has a wonderful time and stays happy and stays safe, most of all, because that's what really counts. Anyway, take care, you guys, and please remember, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is VolcanoX, a live stream. Take care, everyone, and good night. Oink, oink.